people who like to go fast found a game just for them in last year's AiRace Speed. Not that it was hard to figure out. I mean, it has speed in the title. Let's not get carried away. It's like a squirrel finding nuts at the nut store. Nonetheless, it was a great little whatever it was. And a year later, it's back for more fast-paced, breakneck, full throttle, whatever this is. It's AiRace Xeno for the Nintendo 3DS. So obviously, it's a bit tricky to label AiRace with a genre. I mean, it plays like a racing game, but not actually racing. It's basically just a series of time trials. You drive this futuristic hovercraft thing through a bunch of futuristic tubes and try to beat your best times. So it's basically just a race against yourself, which is the game's biggest drawback. It plays great, looks great, it gets boring pretty quickly. Anyway, I compared the previous game, Speed, to a combination of F-Zero and Star Fox. That's really what AiRace is all about. It's got the ridiculous speed and the course layouts of an F-Zero game, but with the on-rails flying mechanics of Star Fox. When it comes to the core gameplay, yes, it's as awesome as it sounds. Really, the basic idea here is risk versus reward. How fast can you push it without crashing into a wall? For me, the answer is not that f***ing fast. See, the only real objective here is just to improve your times. You're the only one on the course, there's no one else trying to wreck you, it's just you. If you want to get a better score, you have to accelerate as much as possible. The problem with that is, acceleration is incredibly dangerous. You go so fast, it's really hard to stay, uncrashed. So it comes back to risk and reward. Do you play it safe and accelerate when you can, do your best not to crash when you do? Or do you accelerate more often and push your luck? And push it right into walls, for example. So obviously, that's a pretty simple concept. I mean, you can try to get a 3-star score on each track, and there are online leaderboards, which add some incentive. But other than that, there's not much to do here. No multiplayer, no major extras. It's not much of anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a really fun game. But again, it's a very simple game, and it feels like it could be a whole lot more. And speaking of which, I think the biggest letdown with AiRace Xeno is that it's got even less content compared to the prior game. Speed had 18 tracks. Xeno has half that many. It's only got 3 jets as well, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, Speed was a promising game, but it felt like the next AiRace game should take the next step. Instead, this one kind of just stays in neutral. Now, that said, even in neutral, AiRace is flying. This really is an awesome racing type thing, especially if you're really into the details of racing games, like shaving split seconds off your times and finding the fastest routes to take. So if you really like to dig into the tracks in racing games, the lack of content might not be as much of an issue for you. But then again, for less than $3, might not be an issue for a lot of people. I mean, as a fan of the prior game, I would have liked a bigger, maybe more ambitious sequel, and I certainly would have liked a more visually diverse game. The environments look great, but they also look repetitive, which also applies to the techno soundtrack. But, I mean, come on, it's a fast, tight, great, go-fast simulator, and it only costs a couple bucks. If you're still trying to scratch that F-Zero itch, even with its flaws, this game more than does the trick. It's AiRace Xeno, another solid title on the 3DS eShop.